This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in South Richmond. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath home. This home is located here in an interesting neighborhood in the city. Directly across from our subject property, we have a green space area. I'm not sure if this is actually a park, but I do see a picnic table directly ahead, and of course it is well maintained. We also have a bench there, and this is a nice place if you just want to come out, perhaps walk the dog, or if you have little ones, to let them come out and run around. So really nice location. We are near McGuire Hospital, so if you are someone that has any type of connection to the hospital, this may be a prime location. Just yesterday I was on Facebook, and a lot of times I'd like to look at some of the pages and see what people are saying, and there was a young lady that came on and said, I'm thinking about buying my first home, and I was just curious about some of the grant programs or loans that may be available. And the last time I looked, there were probably about 80 people that chimed in, and some of the information was useful, some of it was plain wrong, and so I, of course, went ahead and shared some information with her. But I wanted to share with you that you got to be very careful where you get your information from. A lot of people mean well, but if they're not in the business, in many cases they have no idea what they're really talking about. There are friends and family that are going to give you plenty of advice about buying a home, even though they haven't purchased one since the Nixon administration. Safe to say, things have definitely changed since Richard was in office. So you've got to be very, very careful. In fact, even a loan officer that does business here day in and day out may not be the right choice for you if they don't specialize in first-time buyer business. Let me share with you how these grant programs often work. There are some lenders that have in-house programs, and just as a byproduct of doing business with them, you'll have the opportunity to take advantage of some of their in-house programs. Many of the other grants are actually offered through local nonprofits. So you could, as a buyer, go to the nonprofit, have an appointment, do their application, go through that process, or you can go through a lender that already knows their guidelines. They'll be able to tell you immediately if you qualify, and more importantly, they'll be able to do the paperwork for you, therefore saving you time, energy, and going through that process with yet another organization. So these are things that a lot of people don't know or don't understand, that who you deal with is critical. If I were a first-time buyer and I were interviewing loan officers, when I say interviewing, you have to treat lending just like you would treat dating. Okay? Everybody is not going to be for you. So you have to ask questions. Of course, you have to know what questions to ask. One of the questions I would ask is, do you know any people that work at the nonprofits on a first name basis? And this is key. This is the reason why. It's a very unorthodox approach, but it makes a whole lot of sense, and this is why. If they know someone at a nonprofit, that means they've done business with them before and they've built a rapport. We all know that in many cases, you can get things done more efficiently if you know people. And so I know that my primary lender for my first-time buyers knows people. Therefore, they can go ahead and get things done much more efficiently than if they were just calling up out of the blue and that employee at the nonprofit had no idea who they were. So who you know makes a huge impact in this business. The other thing is you can piggyback programs. So it's not the situation where you can only get one grant. There's no reason you can't piggyback grant programs. Now remember, 100% of financing is available for the vast majority of first-time buyers. So down payment is no longer an issue. We can get the seller to pay part or all of your closing costs in many transactions, and therefore your out-of-pocket cost is extremely minimal, especially in today's environment. So wanted to share all that with you. That was definitely a mouthful, and I'm excited to show you here this beautiful home. Okay, as we come in, we have some real interesting architecture. Here to the right is our family room. We have a coat closet directly ahead. Our stairs going up, and then to the left is our formal dining room. And so we're going to start here. We've got great LVP on the floor. We have replacement windows in this beautiful home. Of course, this is going to be fresh paint. One of the interesting things about this particular property is that all of the furniture is negotiable. So if you see something you like, or you just want to pack your luggage and your food and your clothes, you could theoretically move in as is. That's going to include these beautiful stainless steel appliances that are already in place. Here in our kitchen, we have brand new cabinets, nice white subway tile. Of course, all of the appliances do convey. Nice deep stainless sink with a commercial style faucet and recessed lights as well. So we've got a nice modern kitchen. Here to the left, if you wanted to put a small table here, you could, of course, for eat-in purposes. But once again, you have that nice spacious dining room that's right there. All right, we're going to continue on. And here to the left, this is going to be our mudroom area. Now, you've seen in other homes where you can come in that back door and then have a seat, take off those dirty shoes. You could actually put some hooks here on the wall and have this as just like a mudroom space before you actually enter your home. Some people actually put a little rack there if you want to put dirty shoes down there so you're not tracking mud here through this beautiful home. We do have a powder room here. This is a great location for the powder room because if you do use the back door, boom, that powder room is right there. Super convenient. As we get older, powder room location becomes more and more critical. This is going to take us down to our basement. We're going to go down there last. I'm now going to take you into our family room, and this is gorgeous. I just love the vibe that we get here. Got good natural light. I love the staging. It just really helps make this space come alive. Directly ahead is our little, I'm going to call this, we can call this a little reading room. This could be a home office, especially if you work from home. You'd have a lot of natural light that flows in. I love it. This is conditioned space. At one time, this was probably a screened-in porch, and they went ahead and finished it, made it conditioned space. Now, when I say conditioned space, what an appraiser is looking for is a heat source, okay? And our heat source is right there. Heat and AC will come out through that vent. That's going to qualify this as finished space. If there were no register there, then it could be questionable whether or not it would qualify. Finished square footage is important because that is how they help to gauge value. The larger a home, typically in the same neighborhood, the more it's going to be worth. So just something to think about. Got a decorative fireplace there. I'm now going to take you downstairs into our basement. And we see a lot of basements in this part of town, and the vast majority of them are unfinished. However, they make for really good storage space. And a couple features down here I'm going to point out to you. They're going to put that panel back up, cover over the breaker box. That's going to be 200 amp electrical, the same electrical service you'd have in a brand new home. We do have a electric water heater that's new and our washer dryer hookups. Now, one of the things that a lot of people don't like about basements is they're musty, they're just kind of funky. And that's not true here. And this is the reason why. We have a register here, which of course goes to our heat pump. Our heat pump is going to provide heating and cooling down here. So now we have air moving around through that system, and that helps, that ventilation helps keep this space at a higher air quality than if it were just shut down or were closed off and becomes moldy and kind of unpleasant. So I'd like to see that when the air conditioning comes on, it comes on down there as well. So it makes it really nice to keep that space conditioned and in great shape. Okay, I'm now going to take you upstairs so we can see what we have on our top level. We do have a brand new carpet here, and I love the fact that everything is new. Our roof actually appears to be a newer roof as well. Notice how they maintain some of our fixtures Here we've got the antique look, which of course is was characteristic of a home built in the 1940s. So I love that. Good natural light flows in here. We have a nice high knee wall, and that's crucial because it makes your space that much more functional. Got a ceiling fan in place as well. Here to the left is our upstairs full bath. Once again, it's brand new. Nice deep tub. And then on our vanity top, got a really good looking stone material right there. Very well done. I'm now taking you to our second bedroom. Before I do that, we have a linen closet that's right there. Now, you may have noticed on the back of the house, there was a bump out over the back porch area. That bump out was this bedroom. That was crucial because it turned this into a 3-bedroom home. This would have not been nearly as attractive as a 2-bedroom home. So I'm glad that they went ahead and gave us this extra bedroom. We're now going to go into our primary. And I really like our primary for a couple reasons. Number one is, in older homes, we typically see very limited closet space, but not in this primary because we have not one, not two, but 3 separate closets. So we've got a really good closet count. That is going to be, I believe that looks like a queen that's in place there. This is going to be closet number 1. And then to the right, we're going to have 2 closets that are going to be approximately 4.5 feet wide. So that's a really nice amount of closet space here in this beautiful home. We do have a ceiling fan in place, and there's enough room here where you can actually lay out your furniture and not feel cramped. So really impressed with this floor plan. Wow, what a good looking renovation. And this is just a little bit of the additional diversity that we have here in Metro Richmond area. The last video I did was over $2.5 million. And of course, this home is going to be much more in keeping with the average viewer's budget. So I want to give you a little snapshot of both ends of the spectrum. And if you have questions about this or any other home in the market, please be sure to let me know. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, then you're wrong. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these great homes that I'm bringing to you. Max Williams, 804-402-7788. I can be reached on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.